Happy birthday, homie.
I told you I wasn't acting the same now.
Happy birthday, homeboy.
Damn, this nigga.
He modest.
Yeah, this is quiet.
Anyway, let's give a hand clap for Ted, bro. He got a birthday coming up, yo.
Slow clap.
Appreciate you, brother.
It's a very eventful subject that we are touching on today. First and foremost, this is a Breaking the Narrative podcast, BTN for short. And this subject that we are discussing is the life that is Ted. Everything about him, he reflected on life to this very day. And it's going to be a very special day.
Appreciate that.
A new day of life.
His ups and downs, his highs and lows, his trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
His very being expressed.
His greater ascension.
Okay. Mike's in poetry mode. Okay.
His ascension into what he is today is like.
I'm about to sound like you about to start talking that Zodiac.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro.
It's my boy's motherfucking birthday, man. And we are celebrating his life. So,
appreciate the flowers.
yeah,
Thank
man.
y'all.
Yeah. So, of course, everybody gonna finally get to know the cub before the bear.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, man.
Cub's still a bear regardless if it's a cub or not.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they know what I meant, man.
Yeah, we know what you meant.
I mean, what do you call a grown bear? A bear, right?
Yeah.
But when you call a
It's
baby
bear cub.
a baby bear,
Yeah, it's a
you
bear
call him a
cub.
cub.
Bear cub.
In the ways.
We know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's neither here nor there in the honey pot.
Speaking of honey, yeah.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh.
I got this thought out, huh? got this put together. Okay.
Anything for
Why
you, brother.
hold on. Why I gotta be Winnie the Pooh though? Out of all the bears, I gotta be the person.
You want to be Little Bear?
Or do you want to be Baloo?
Yeah, I'll take Baloo. I'll take a little bit too.
Baloo.
Hey, no, you get
The
Little Bear
bare,
and
the
shit.
bare necessities,
I
bro.
don't, Winnie the Pooh is kind of like too much of a freak for me. You know?
You guys hand in the honey pot all the time. I mean, it's kind of like put it.
But you almost do got a Winnie the Pooh laugh, though.
Half naked with the too small shirt on.
But he got some pretty decent friends. Very a colorful cast of characters.
A little bit got decent friends.
You do. One's a human, the other one's like,
A turtle or something. Or,
yeah.
it was decent.
Nah, that's Franklin. That's two different shows.
Oh, was it?
It's Franklin.
A Bear in the Big Blue House. What about him?
Ah, I forgot about
I
him.
don't know about all that. Bro.
I was down for Bear in the Big Blue House.
But yeah, I like Bear in the Big Blue House. Decent friends. Very teachable person.
Well,
Though
the Berenstein Bears.
though I do have some
probably a set of my favorite bears of all time. Actually,
what
the Bernstein Bears.
Bear's name, man. I've thought
Yeah.
about that, but
That was Scholastic Book Fair. I used to like
one
those
of the
two,
best books ever.
besides Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Had the game and everything when I was younger.
Shit, my favorite movie as a kid was Berenstein Bears. Like The Legend of Big Paw. Fire.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Like, I still sing that song from time to time.
Yeah. How are they not still popular? Are they still
You can
popular?
have your Sasquatch, your abominable snowman. My name is Big Paw. I supersede them all. Fucking love that song, bro. That's just fire.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Nigga, that
Bernstein Bears were fire though. I like them. I don't think you can go wrong with the Bears.
you really can't. Well, depending on what type. I don't know. Some of them was kind of iffy, you know. Like, well, no. I can't say that because the Care Bears was goats.
Yeah, I like the Care Bears.
Care Bears.
I mean, you know. Yeah, they all right.
Nah, bro, them niggas fire, bro. Love the Care Bear. Care Bear, stare.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, before the Teddy thing took off in like high school, that was my nickname before that.
Care Bear.
Yeah. I was too soft though.
Yeah. Well, my great aunt calls me her teddy bear. So it's just like it's just a fat thing.
It is.
It's like, oh, I'm cuddly. Like, all right, I get
Soft
it.
and cuddly.
Yeah,
Or big and fluffy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the easy and nice way of calling a nigga fat. It's like, I got you.
Oh, that one word, warm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I was just about to say like, it's definitely that, but then you become more accepting of it because of who starts calling you that.
Yeah.
Because then once like the females be like, "Oh, you like my Big John teddy bear?" You know, like,
Yeah, you'll accept it from them.
yeah, you know. I'm like, all right, well, this ain't that bad.
Oh,
You
you
know?
hear from a
Play by
dude,
play.
he big bear looking at it.
Like how they was calling, you know, you seen your boy Erg and
Yeah.
like,
Hey, yo, they flame my man. Call nigga the dad from Corey the House. Hey, flame my man, dog.
niggas was firing him up.
Hey, yo, I was going to try and get it on, but I was like, nah, I ain't going to do it. I missed my opportunity. It was like 5 hours ago. I ain't even going to try it.
That's when I seen it. Like I seen it later. I was like, I'm still gonna get my shit off. Fuck that. Yeah.
Because I was going to call that nigga Corey, but I was like, nah, you already did the dad and shit.
Yeah. So when I seen his face, I said, that's the first thing I thought of. Huh, that's so Raven and shit.
Yo, but the thing is, the meme was like, it was just, you know, that's like just a little filter and shit. That nigga ain't cut shit.
Oh yeah, I'm hip.
That's
I'm
just
hip.
funny as
I'm
hell,
hip.
though.
But you can, you know, black people, it don't matter.
It don't.
As soon as we see something, we just gonna jump.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what area you went to.
Yeah. Like, you shouldn't have posted it. Filter or not, once you posted it,
And that nigga's a good sport with it, too. Like, he knew what was going to happen.
he just gonna get fired up.
Yeah.
He wanted it.
He
Some
did.
people want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people want it. Yeah.
When you know when you can really join and shit, like, niggas getting theirs off and shit don't bother you.
Yeah. Oh, but he could. It's nothing he could. There's like 100 people on the post. You're not gonna join back.
Nah.
You got to be a good sport. Yeah. But yeah, like you said, it is a nice way of just saying you're floppy, you're like big, but it works. You know, cool with it.
You go accept another, man. Like, if you get enough females to call you that, you cool. If it's just your family, it's like, all right, gray area.
Yeah.
But then the females start, and he's like, all right, I'll accept the name, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And then the dudes become more accepting of now. Now dudes, they're not gonna walk. Yo, Teddy. You know what I'm saying? It'll be Ted.
Yeah.
You know.
Or me, I say, hey, what's good, bro?
Yeah. Still select fleet that says A here.
Yeah, because we knew you before the tag.
Yeah. I mean, even if you didn't know, it's people that knew me before that still calls me like.
Because they're not really that used to you. So, like, I'm used to you. Like, I'm seeing you like almost every day. Even back then, when we was in school, I'm seeing you every day.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a purpose thing. Could see somebody every day, still call them by a nickname. Still call you Tony sometimes.
Nigga, that's a incredible rarity. Very, very rare.
Still happens though.
Most of the time, it's like, oh, Mike, it's good, bro. Like,
Still happens though.
We won't call that nigga Mark Anthony. It's just Mark.
Now, do I not call you Mark Anthony sometimes though?
Like,
Yeah, especially when you trying to be funny. So that's every day.
Unless we
That's
trying
every
to joke
day.
and shit. Oh, the oh so real Mark.
Yeah,
Anthony.
I'm like
That's
that's
every day.
That oh so real cooking show on the way, y'all.
yeah. It to me is like, obviously I know your name, but sometimes you can't help it because it's like a nigga's nicknames be fire.
But that's
Like,
just his real name though.
I'm just saying, like basketball wise, right? Like we known Kevin Durant before he was like in the NBA and stuff. But then once niggas start calling him the Slim Reaper, I'm like, yo, that's Jai. You know what I'm saying? That's Jai fire. The Durantula.
saying them Jones, they fired him.
It's like,
But
yeah,
he's still Kevin Durant or KD.
Yeah, now it's KD. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like you still slide the other ones in there because it's like, yo, those are too classic to just like leave alone forever.
Yeah, the easy money sniper, but
like all of that. Like, yeah, you got a sweet nickname. I'm gonna use it. Might not use it 24/7, but I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, that nigga milking the shit out of his nicknames, bro. That nigga got like 17 nicknames, and all of them fire.
Yeah. So Mark Anthony, I like it. Sounds real profitable.
Yeah, it's like a very good author.
Yeah.
Author. My fault. I didn't mean to say it like that. Author. My fault. But yeah, a really marketable name. Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
Harper. Or whatever you want to choose as your last name, because you know you can be picky if you want to with your last name. Won't be all.
I definitely can, because originally I had 4 names. So
Okay.
yeah,
Sweet.
so I could definitely change them around.
Mark Anthony, Larry Harper, and shit.
Nah. So the original name is Mark Anthony Michael Morgan. So
Hey, that's that's fucking fire. Mike, hey, yo, that's fire. They can use that.
Yeah, that is fine.
yeah, that's my origin name.
Yeah, they
But-
use that. That's fire.
But yeah, it's like that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying though. So it's like people know me as Avery, but to other people, Teddy might be more fire. Teddy B, Teddy Blackman, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way.
Teddy Blackman.
I love Teddy Blackman.
Yeah, Mr. Blackman, that's the business name right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to establish my name a little bit early on and shit. Like, when I first started writing, I didn't even know about what I was gonna make my name and shit. Cause my name, it doesn't sound too profitable. No, Michael Watford. It doesn't sound too profitable to me.
Shoot, Michael Antonio sounds great.
Michael Walker sounds decent too, though.
It's decent, but it just don't have that ring to it.
And on top
So-
of that, like if he was to be out the country, like that sounds like a type of dude that women would want to meet. Michael Antonio.
Okay, that's different.
That's
That's my
fine.
middle name though. I like how my man just throwing out my middle name like it's okay.
with the Italian accent too. I
yeah,
like that.
Antonio.
Nah, you ain't say it like how he said it though.
What the fuck that nigga say it like?
He was just like Josh seductive with his, you know what I'm saying?
That's cause his voice is like that. Like I don't have that shit.
Michael Antonio.
Like what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like I can't just imitate the nigga voice like that.
That's fine. He ain't say it like him, so you know.
So that nigga just get the benefit of the doubt. All right, good. I get it, bro. Nigga. Nah, all right. He got the naturally deep voice and shit. I mean, I gotta actually put that shit on. I ain't got the Barry White like my man's.
It's all good.
This is work.
Yeah. But yeah, the origin of the Teddy name, and I just took it in so many different directions too, because it was like, it's my name on Facebook, but Facebook went through that phase.
Where you couldn't put like
Yeah,
nicknames
certain
on that
names.
shit.
Yeah.
So I had to go to Theodore
Mm-hmm.
Bear Blackman route.
Yeah, that shit was weird. It was so weird, bro.
And it was like people was really thinking my name was Theodore. Even people I went to school with. I'm like, yo, y'all
Niggas knew what the fuck my name is.
Yeah. So it was like I was laughing one day because one girl had commented on my page, just randomly posted on my timeline. She was like, oh, I get it. Theodore, and then she put in parentheses Teddy Bear Blackman, and I was like, yeah, about time, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't trying to let me have my nickname, so I had to put the Theodore because that's normally what Teddy be short for anyway, you know what I'm saying? And go from there. But nah, I was in ninth grade at Forestville, and you know, remember how high school at the end of the year, you leaving for the summer, used to have like the little book you had people sign.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that, and it was a girl, and you know, the dark skinned Keisha. I'm not cool with her now, but
yeah, I know you're talking about.
yeah. So I had asked her to sign my book or whatever, and she was just like, "Oh, sure, Teddy Bear, why not?" And then her, because she was popular, her calling me that kind of resonated with like a lot of people, and it just grew from there. And of course, I wasn't as accepting of it in high school. I didn't become accepting of it until about 10 years ago. And that was due to, you know, traumatic things that I was going through. And I felt like I didn't want to be Avery anymore. So that was when I was like, well, you know, a lot of people know me as Teddy anyway. I can recreate myself, and this is gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of been running with that ever since.
See, yeah. I knew the story, but it's just like, I let him keep the
The
whole.
great transformation.
Yeah. So that's where that came from.
Yeah, and the whole situations of where the origin of the name came from. It's funny in the grand scheme, but like the build up and how it got there is like kind of dark.
Yeah, it is. It's not. It ain't. You know, because when people come up with nicknames, you be thinking like people just be sitting around having fun. All right, what we gonna call you? You know what I'm saying? like nah. This is like it's a dark undertone to like where this came from, and then we just kind of wrote with it.
Yeah,
Facts.
based off of like just the inception of it. Cool, very fun, loving, and adorable.
Teddy, yeah. Teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then its initial incorporation
Like,
into the lifestyle was
it's anything but cuddly and warm and fuzzy.
Very.
That's a slight similarity that you and I got then.
Right.
You know, because despite the fact that it is my actual name, I really didn't embrace it so hard as I am now until I actually started hearing it.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my stilo right there. It's just like embrace the true origin of who I am.
Yeah.
Because like back then, I used to hear it a lot, and it to a point, and that's probably why like I used to stray away from it a lot, was because I used to hear it so much. It wasn't just Mark. For certain people that really knew it, it was just like Mark Anthony. When I was in trouble, Mark Anthony.
Okay. Yeah.
For certain people now, it's just Mark Anthony. Like I have an older cousin that watched me grow up from a baby. It was just like, yeah, Mark Anthony. So every time it's not just Mark. I'm so used to just Mark. Nope, Mark Anthony.
Right.
So, and she even got her daughter calling me that now. But yeah, I definitely started taking into it from a I don't want to call it super traumatic, but it was traumatic enough where it was just like, this life needs to change.
Right.
And so now it's like, yeah, so I'm approaching it with a new me. And so as I was ascending, I was just like, all right, cool. Yep, here's Mark Anthony. This is who I really am. And this is the greater me that I've been boxing up.
Cocoon. You come out the cocoon.
Yeah, bro.
It's excellent. I love it. And I like Mike was saying earlier, I was in high school. I wasn't accepting of it because it was just a nice way of people calling you fat. that you know what I'm saying? That's why. And it's like I'd rather just be like he said. I'd rather just be Abe, or because it was a couple of Abes, Big Abe. I'll take big. You'll take Big Abe.
Yeah, I used to call it like naturally. It was Big Abe because Black Abe was always around.
Right.
So it was like you can't just say Abe. You gotta say one of the two.
Right. And it's just like he says, like, all right, niggas, the whole Teddy thing. You know, especially because we was like such in a high volume of joning. You just didn't know whether somebody was being sincere or was somebody trying to start like something.
You
know,
niggas on edge all the time.
You paranoid. You're like 24/7. Like even if he said it, it's like, all right, I'm dapping him up, but is he? You know what I'm saying? Like
he plotting on
me. Because you never. As soon as you turn your back, you'll hear somebody chuckle. Right. Right. Cause his job big. You know? Like, okay, all right. But
you hear the bell ring and shit. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. So.
I know. I actually strayed from calling you Teddy. I realized that just now. Like, I really strayed from calling you Teddy. Like, I literally just call you Ted.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think it just feels weird to me just calling you Teddy all the time.
Yeah, I had to get used to that too, though. Cause like girls saying Teddy, it sounds more natural than a dude saying it.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like.
Though, if I mean that is what you call, then of course I could always break that stigma, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's like once I got used to it, I'm like, all right. You know, for some reason I thought that was kind of like gay at first. No, it was like a bunch of years ago. I thought I was like, you know, like dude's calling me Teddy. That's just like wild a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I would know no dude has ever done this, but I knew for sure I was like over the top. This would be gay, but nigga, yo, what's up, Teddy Bear? You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely over the top.
Nobody never done that.
You passed the point of sus.
Yeah, like all right, I know if I hear a nigga say that, something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But no, it took a while to get used to Teddy coming from dudes, but it was happening. So I was like, all right, well, nothing's coming of this, so it's just this is normal. And then like you said, Ted is like That's what dudes do. They like manly up your name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then they just go from there. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, like if a nigga has a name, like if he has like a girly name and shit, a nigga be like, "Oh, your name Courtney? Oh, it was good, Court."
Yeah.
Like they will quickly do that shit.
Yeah. Like nah, bro, we're not about to have you walking around here like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Courtney. You know what I'm saying? we ain't gonna do you like that, cuz. But
So, like, it was a whole bunch of niggas like that. I remember niggas in my class back in like elementary school, niggas named Stacy and shit.
Ashley.
Yeah, some shit.
Like, come on, parents. You
Yeah.
want the girl that bad?
Call niggas Stace. It's good, bro.
Yeah. Ash.
Yeah,
Ash-
that's still kind of weird.
Ash Ketchum. His name probably Ashley.
Yeah, I
No
was
bull.
just thinking that shit.
or it could be Ashton. You don't know.
Yeah. Or Asher.
Yeah. You know, like the non-ethnic names, you know, do be kind of out there. Asher, Ashton.
Go. Yeah. Could have been Ashton. Yeah.
My man Ashford. Yeah, my man.
Yeah,
Though, man.
yeah.
Ashford memory, boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to that nigga, bro.
Shout out to Ashford, man.
Nigga funny as shit, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just. Obviously, I'm 33 now.
Yeah, man. Mark tried to say he was 34
Yeah,
before the
Mark
pod.
try to push me towards the grave, man. You know, I ain't like that, but it's cool. I still love him. He turned 34, right?
Yeah, just another little silver patch in the fur, bro.
Whatever that means. He try to always
He
hit you with a
say
like,
you get old.
yeah, he try to hit you with a little metaphor. You know what I'm saying? You be questioning like whether he complimenting you or not. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it's nothing but wisdom, bro.
You know when the stars rotate around 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
You know when they say when a bear walks around with silver patches on his fur, bro, man, he lives a good life in the woods. So you straight.
How you know that? That could be stress.
I've never heard that. It could be stress too. I mean, I don't live. First of all, I don't live in the woods. First of all,
If you gonna see a bear with silver patches on him, bro, like it's safe to assume he lived a good life. You know what I'm saying? Because bears don't live that long in the woods when it comes to hunting season.
okay, makes sense.
I mean, I guess.
So you the bear that made it, bro.
Kinda. Well, in this area, yeah.
Yeah, I could say that.
Yeah.
This definitely is a very unforgiving area.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
Watch, man, you gonna leave the forest and you gonna go to the California mountains, bro.
Yeah, which is still a goal, by the way.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with California.
Yeah, even though his mountains are in Atlanta.
Nigga, will you shut up?
We're not going to get into details or anything.
Dog.
Um,
Hey, yo, you know, I'm not going to try and insinuate no shit.
He about to insinuate it.
No.
No, when somebody say that, oh, yeah, not to be rude, you know what I'm
No,
saying? They
no,
always say
nigga.
follow that with some rude shit.
No,
No
nigga.
offense, but
Right, right,
Nah,
right.
she does want to get on the podcast though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when she said that she did want to come up here eventually.
I'm
do some
down.
Podcast and stuff.
What'd you say?
I'm down.
But I do personally hate the both of y'all because y'all niggas are sticking this stigma to me at this point in time.
It was a long time coming, bro. You had this coming to you.
What do you mean a long time
Yeah.
coming? Like
You
fuck
did.
both of y'all.
You deserve it.
How do I deserve it?
Yeah, well,
is this a compliment or is this a fucking like sort of like
Yeah, matter of fact, it is. Yeah, take it as a martyr, bro.
Yeah,
I don't trust
You
I don't trust
you
shit from anybody.
you
And this
deserve-
is what do you mean
deserve this.
this isn't even a thing? It's not a thing.
Yet.
There you go.
Well, I kind of wouldn't even say yeah. I kind of feel like it is a thing. He's just not acknowledging this. You know what I'm saying?
I hate both of y'all. I hate both of y'all.
Yeah,
As one of the greats out there in the WWE says, acknowledge me.
yeah. And pretty soon I'll be saying that too. Yeah.
No, it's not anything as of right now, sir. So, just saying.
Right now.
Like,
2
I
minutes.
can't predict the future. But
2
as
minutes
of
go
right-
by. Get a text message.
Fuck off, bro.
Well, it's something. Yeah, well, it's something.
Nigga, I hate both of y'all so much, bro.
Cool.
Like,
That's what
and
we
the
about,
audience
man.
don't know. Like, y'all been going back and forth with me about this shit for at least a week and a half now.
I kind of feel bad, like just sitting there, just talking about it on the cast, and people don't even know what we're talking about. But you guys probably find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Just keep
in due time.
just
In
keep
due time,
watching.
yeah.
I Am Tony Michaels very closely.
Yeah,
This nigga, bro.
he's in love.
No,
I'm happy.
what the fuck?
I'm happy.
Dog, that is okay. Further, no, sir. Not in love, sir. I know the difference between loving someone and being friends as of right now, sir. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Take your stepping stones, bro.
Right.
Nigga.
But anyways, Mark.
I hate both of y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Went on a whole tangent about this situation and shit.
Yeah, look, trying to use words. I'm not. You know what? Never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
Oh, so you, I know exactly what you meant.
I think I caught.
I
yeah,
know
I
what
caught
you
that.
meant.
I ain't gonna say that.
I know exactly what
Ooh,
you was about to say,
that
bro.
that was pretty close. Be careful with the words you choose.
Yeah.
I hate you niggas. 'Cause, nigga,
I'm just glad I wasn't the only one that caught it. I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna. You know?
I'm skeptical on using words with that shit in it now. 'Cause like now I have to restrict my vocabulary.
Yeah, with you all know that's impossible.
First time got this nigga nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Yeah, it's kind of blushing a little bit.
I'm nigga.
Yeah. Look,
I'm not nigga. I don't have
Rub
a
those-
blushing tone.
rub those chubby cheeks.
Hey,
Nigga turning from brown to burgundy right now,
Yeah.
bro.
okay, nigga. Nah, now you going too far. Now you lying. Now the niggas is lying. All right,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. I accept it. Like you said, been a long time coming. Y'all niggas never got a chance to actually haul off and just get y'all voices heard about shit that I'm saying, about shit that I'm going through. Oh yeah, I get it. I
mean,
get it.
Look, the jokes come, bro. So you know, ever
Yeah.
since y'all jokes was coming, man, I had to take
Yeah.
vitamins for this
This
one.
this nigga been stockpiling this shit for months now.
Oh, I don't think it has. I think this is like all fresh.
Nah,
Like,
It is.
nah. It's just like this is just
But
the
I-
build up.
just- you just
but I've
gave us
been
that.
waiting for the moment.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've been
he's
prepared.
been building. Yeah, he's been
You've
building this shit up,
but
bro.
it's like, yeah, he couldn't prepare you. Like you literally just gave us a oop for that one, and
Good on you, Mike. You're good.
It's cool.
yeah,
It's cool. I'll accept it. Unlike Mark, I'll allow it. You know, this nigga,
I ain't got no choice. With y'all, I just don't have a choice.
you don't.
I try to speak the truth, and y'all like, nah, man, that's all lies.
You speak what you think is the truth based on perception.
I mean,
But
of course,
reality is different.
What better perception to go by off of is the person that's actually living it. I mean, I'm living. It's my life. What you mean? I'm telling you.
The
the
sky is blue. I don't know about that.
That's
I don't know about
that's a poor example that you always fall for because you actually been trying to use that for like the past 2 weeks now.
Because it's true.
That's not
Like you
I'm
will
not,
argue with me as
I'm
to
not-
why the sky is blue or why the sky is not blue.
I'm not that difficult. I ask questions. I ask follow-up questions as into how. Not debating whether it is or isn't. It's just how. I want to know why. I like the details of everything. It's called learning.
No, it's called being annoying. There's a difference.
Well, shit, bruh. I ain't gonna be savvy to be stupid. So
This nigga, bro.
yeah.
My man came in reading a fucking book and shit. Now this nigga think he's Mark Twain and some shit.
nah, bruh. It's just calling, investing in your life.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Y'all was having a conversation, so I did my thing.
My man is
Good thing, by the way.
sitting there with his glasses on and shit. Just flipping through the pages and shit. Probably ain't even
There's
reading
no
the motherfuckers.
glasses.
Just want to look
There's no
sophisticated.
glasses, by the way.
Yeah,
He had the Lupes on, y'all.
yeah.
Now who's lying?
Exactly. Yeah, it don't feel too good now, does it?
But I'm actually going based off of facts.
No, you weren't. I don't fucking blush.
He definitely just hit a little,
That loud talking that's him blushing.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean? No.
It's over emotional.
I'm not. Actually, I'm incredibly neutral right now. I just find it funny.
Trying to maintain
Yeah.
in denial.
It's a good poker face though.
No, like I literally am incredibly neutral.
Okay.
Like surprisingly, I was actually gonna make a transparency post about my neutrality.
Okay.
This thing, I already know
Alright.
you're not gonna believe anything I say at this point, but we can get back to my man Abe and like his life story because I know we kind of been trailing off and shit. It's okay.
As usual.
Well, I could bring it back full circle.
Yes, sir.
I'm not in love with nobody.
All right, nigga.
You know,
All right.
I was just,
Had to get the final jab in, right?
no. That was
Had to get the final jab in,
Gotta
right?
bring it back to the topic, right? Like,
Nah,
that's how
had
you
to
bring
get the
it.
final jab in, bro.
That's a
bring it-
little rough segue.
I
in
can't
there,
stand
but
y'all
quick
niggas,
It's,
bro.
it's a segue
Right,
nonetheless.
yeah.
Nah, it's
Right.
not a fucking segue. It's a straight shot to the gut, nigga. Like
It's not. First of all, anything involving love is not a shot to the gut.
when the fuck did this involve love?
Sometimes you just got to throw a few rocks to get things back on track, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
you say that because you ain't the one get hit by him.
and it's okay.
been
If you want to do a podcast about that, we could do a whole podcast about
About
that.
what?
About
How to love.
Yeah, this conversation.
No, we need Mike for that.
No, we wouldn't.
True
we got,
love.
We got you.
Nigga, nah, nigga, I'm cool, bro.
But yeah, I'm not in love with anybody. You know? But no, I really feel like over the years, there's been like tons and tons and tons of situations, especially in this area, where I'm just incredibly grateful that we survived this long.
As you should.
Yeah. You know, 33, we seen people dead at 13, 15, 18.
Probably not even that long. You shouldn't. Some of them didn't even make it out of elementary school.
Yeah. So, growing up in this area is super. I can understand why people like, you know how we hear about all these like things happening on the news or people killing people and stuff like that, and we be thinking like people don't value life. Like, if you grew up in an area like that, you can kind of understand what everybody's mindset is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people feel like they're not supposed to live long.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, they never, like, taught,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how to think positive or go out and get a job. Like, I'm not saying this what the parents doing now, but you know, like, how if a kid is, like, maybe crying or something, and the parents will give, like, the kid the iPad or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really teaching the kid. You're just keeping the kid occupied
Mm-hmm.
until something else comes and occupies the kid.
Yeah. It's detaching them from the emotion with objects.
Right. And so that's the same thing as, like, what goes on in these type of areas. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine out of 1,000 kids around here, like 700 parents is doing that.
Yeah.
So now you got 700 kids around here that's detached.
And believe that they sort of adopt a materialistic mindset. And just in order for me to be happy, I need these things.
Right. And now you're trying to get those things by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just this area alone. Then you add in the next city over. And the next city over that way. You add in the Capitol Heights, the Suitland, the Largo, Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Every area got a bunch of.
Let's not even mention D.C.
Right, before you even get to the city, right.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, now you just got a bunch of reckless people out here being reckless. So even if you're not one of the reckless ones, you still might be a casualty of somebody that's acting reckless.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because people like to play percentages a lot.
Yep.
So if you out here being reckless, if I'm robbing people, I might not want to rob you per se. You might not be my first choice. Because you might rob me back. You might shoot me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if Mike is not out here being reckless, then what is he really going to do if I go rob him?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, I had my fair share of, like, bumps and bruises and things of that nature. But, I don't know. I just feel real fortunate and blessed to be in a situation now where people call me a OG. I mean, obviously, I think that's still a little bit over the top. But in this kind of area, it's understandable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know. I just feel real fortunate to I hate to sound like this the end of life because you know, hopefully there's another 33 years or something. You know what I mean? But when you look back on like every single thing that you've been through, like
I ain't gonna lie, man. And looking at my life, man, shit, there's been many a times I should have been dead.
right, you know what I'm saying?
Like, and it was specifically for me. So
right, and it's like those be like the near death experiences. Those be like mind boggling to you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's I can't say it too many. I'm a say it a lot, but it's like I just can't. Words can't express how like fortunate I feel like I am.
Yeah, you are. I mean, given the situation you found yourself in this area, you have like so much. Like it's a lot of luck involved in it, but then it's a lot of you involved in it as well. Because without you being who you are as a person, it's almost impossible to survive this without having some sort of somewhat of a detached feeling coming from you like later on in life. So you
Right.
had to develop a
Right.
little bit more. So a lot of it was luck, but at the same time, like that mindset was so much different.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's half and half, right? So it's like how I feel about luck is like I feel like it's good to be. Obviously, everybody feels like it's good to be lucky,
Yeah.
but I also feel like you have to put yourself in a position for luck to be on your side.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I've seen plenty of situations where it was like, damn, this happened for such and such. If he would have did this one other thing, it'd have changed his life forever. And then it just would have been like, damn, he got lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But it's like, because he didn't do it, when the lucky opportunity come past and you can't take advantage of it, it don't matter. I'm sorry if it's cold in here for you.
Yeah, but man, put the P coat on, bro.
I put the P trench on.
The P trench.
The trench P on.
Hey, yo, chill.
But yeah, I feel like when we first moved to Maryland, and I know I told you a bunch of times, it was like super rough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just now becoming like an outside kid where you wanted to go outside, play with your friends all the time. You know what I mean? And you know, obviously, I don't think my mom knew what kind of area this was because you know when you come to visit areas, the people kind of show you the good part. You know what I'm saying? Like they show you the good part of the area, and then you're just
a tourist, so they give you just the grand tour. Was nice,
right. And then it's just like once you move here, it's like, oh no, this shit is a zoo.
Yeah.
And like you said, it just takes like you have to adapt. And I felt like that was like my biggest issue because I didn't know how. And that's another thing that hinders like kids too. Kids, you might not know how to adapt. Like when we did the little role model podcast, and you might not have like the older figures. And at that time I didn't because my brothers they in and out of jail. Plus they super older than me, so they outliving their life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like no animosity towards them because my mid 20s and 30s, I'm gonna want to live my life too, like how we doing now. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, she was like distant, but even if she wasn't, it's like she was a female. So what could she really like, as far as like what I'm going through with other guys? What could she really have like taught me?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's the same thing with my mom. It's like my mom is like. She was like very protective initially, but it's like I appreciate that because that's what parents like supposed to do, but that's not gonna save me.
Yeah,
like I have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? Life gonna force you. I guess I've always been like the whole meat and potatoes thing. Why? But life gonna force you through this. I want to get through this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then that's just like, I don't know. Those was like, I kind of feel like that's what make us really different in this area. You know what I'm saying? And even you living like up the street.
I lived in Penmar for, let's see, 2000 and 2000 all the way up to 2018, 18 years.
Right. It's like, I really feel like it just separates like this area. I mean, PG County in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just makes everybody like, I feel like everybody's super battle tested at this current stage now because of how we grew up.
Yeah. Well, I can't say that Penmar wasn't as bad as what this is. Well, as what this was, because it's not as bad as it used to be.
Right.
But Penmar, like it had somewhat of its like darker moments. I mean, yeah, it's niggas out there getting fucked up for real.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as a kid, shit, I shouldn't have been doing this. But you know, I'm outside like 11:30, some shit. Like in the summertime, we out there just talking. Don't matter what age group we are.
Yeah, everybody, and that's another thing about neighborhoods. It's like it ain't like Facebook, where it's like, all right, we all in the same age range. They not gonna show us like when people you may know section. It's not gonna be a 14-year-old in the people you may know section. You know what I'm saying? Like outside is just outside. Like he said, you go outside, we 11, niggas 20, 34, especially if we at the basketball court.
Yeah. Shit,
Like,
and then sometimes the older generation they'll kind of be lenient on the kids, and then when they playing basketball, they're like, all right, we'll play basketball. We'll have a little team. You have one kid, I get another kid. We put them on each other.
yeah, sometimes, yeah.
They'll do shit like that, and then that gives you a chance to actually get a chance to just like interact with the older generation and just see how they do things.
Right.
And you can get somewhat of a camaraderie because they actually take like your decisions into consideration because you're on a team at that point in time.
Right. Or they just see you like, they look at you as like the next generation.
Yeah.
You know? And like how we talked about on a few podcasts, a bunch of jumps, like it takes a community.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It definitely does.
Yeah.
Shit, because I can remember it was numerous times we go to the court because it's only the Penmar court. You know that joint. That always been trash.
Yeah.
Always been trash.
Yeah.
But
I never liked it because of the one is right there behind the pool.
it's the fucking creek, bro. That big ass hill that go all the way down.
Yeah.
And if the ball misses and you ain't got nobody on that corner,
is it?
And you gotta go down there and get the bitch. Who
drew that up? Like who made the blueprint for that neighborhood? Like what? They
ain't give a fuck.
How do they still have a job?
Son, like
without a gate, like
what they should have done was take the basketball court from where it was then, well, from where it is now, and they should have put it where they put the fucking benches.
Right. That'll make more sense. Or just put a gate around it. That's one thing I'm an advocate of now. Like why none of these courts have and the ones we got around here got gates around them, but
nigga got shot there, and then it's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that shit no more.
We're gonna take the ramps down. Yeah,
exactly. And then they gated this, like literally gated this shit up. Like this shit's chained now. You can't even get in it.
Right. Like that's like the tennis court not having a gate around it.
Yeah. But they surely put a gate around the jump that's up the street.
Right. Like I don't know.
I don't know how the hell you gonna have a tennis court without a gate.
Son, like they don't give a shit about the things that we're not gonna use.
These niggas aren't gonna be missing shots.
Yeah. Nah, because the thing is with the tennis court, they know niggas not gonna use that shit, so they can make that shit look elaborate for aesthetically pleasing the eye. But the basketball court, since it's tucked away, they don't give a shit.
Right.
Like, as long as the shit is somewhat like out of sight, out of mind, because it's technically on a hill, so you're not necessarily going to see it.
And why is all the courts on hills?
I don't know.
Because even the joint back there, it's like the right side of it is like a big ass steep hill.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like purposely done clearly. Either Merlin must be either super hilly, or it's just been purposely done.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, it's a like the design for basketball courts and all that shit is like wild as fuck. But you know they could have easily filled this shit in and made it look nicer and shit. But they don't give. Like I said,
Yeah,
they don't
no,
give a shit for it.
Not with the basketball.
Yeah, like as long as they're not, as long as we're gonna use it anyway, doesn't matter. Like they know niggas still gonna go up there,
Facts.
even with the pinball court, with how bad it was. The
Yeah,
amount of niggas that
yeah,
would be down there,
We're gonna play ball now.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play some ball
The
now.
amount of
yeah.
niggas that was still down there was ridiculous.
Yeah, we're gonna play ball now.
I actually advocated for them to put a gate around this shit. Like once I got older and I really wanted to make some changes and shit, and I realized once you try and make changes, they don't like you no more.
Yeah, and that's almost in every aspect of life.
Yeah, like you want to make things better, they don't like it. And I was an advocate for making things better in the community that I lived in.
Yeah, you want to change stuff at work. Work don't like you no more.
Nope, tried that shit there too, and they
You wanna break generational curses.
family don't like you.
Family.
It's like, nigga, it comes with the territory. Like, you gotta be a martyr in order for you to actually get something done.
Family is not having it.
Nigga,
Who the cuz think he the fuck is?
how dare you give up Christianity? Like,
Or just
like, how dare you decide to not whoop your children and some shit like that? Like, goddamn, like, can I live a life of my own, please?
yeah. It's very interesting.
And the fact is, it's so common. It's at this point, it feels like it's going to be the natural reaction for everybody that goes through it, and it's weird.
Right. And I felt like in my situation, because, and I've been like this since I was a little kid, because a lot of things were so common, it made me want to do the opposite. Like, because,
Dare to
like,
be different. I feel that.
yeah, because, like, I guess when I had an open mindset, right, and this is like probably, like he said, let's say like 9, 10, 11 years old, it was like the stuff I was seeing, everybody doing the same thing. I see everybody's going back and forth to jail. But nothing good was coming from that.
Yeah, you see it consistently not work.
Right. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm seeing everybody out here hustling and selling drugs, but it's not really working for nobody. Niggas is getting robbed. Niggas is getting shot, stabbed, jumped. You know what? I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friends can do it. I'm not gonna be judgmental. We still can rock out. I'm just not gonna partake in that because I see that it's clearly not working. Like things like that. Like I don't have to go through stuff myself for me to learn a lesson. Like if I see you do something 3-4 times, man, Mark doing it. Man, he getting fucked up too. I mean, scratch that off my list. You know what I'm saying? I might now maybe because you know sometimes you do think like, well, it might work for me, but I'm gonna push it way down the list because I'm like, yeah, it didn't work for him. I feel like if it ain't work for him, it might not work for nobody. So you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I got house money to play with, I might try it, but I'm not gonna bank on it.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, and it's just like that's growing up. It was like always that. I mean, of course, you fall victim to the little neighborhood stuff, and that's.
Oh yeah, you definitely done fell victim to the neighborhood stuff. Hint,
Yeah.
hint.
Yeah,
Females.
That too. That too, because that's what bring you into like, you know, I ain't trying to represent no neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, like all of that, and then once you see like all the stuff that comes, oh yeah, you from such and such, right? Oh yeah, I like you. Like, damn, that's it. Like, that's all it took. Like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm from there. Yeah, yeah, I'm about to start telling everybody I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is. So yeah, you fall victim to it, and like you said earlier, it just comes down to like what you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the material things, because it's still benefiting people. I still see people like, oh, I'm from Boys Creek. and then other people just going crazy. I mean, I don't do that no more. I look back. I look at it and smile now. I smile because I know what it did for me. You know what I'm saying? So, like the OG looking at the kid, like, that's all right there. I remember those days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The sense of nostalgia.
Yeah, like you get that. You'd be happy to see like other people just like cashing out on what you cashed out in, if that's what you want to cash out on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, nice to see that still working out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We did that 20 years ago. But nah,
at this point, you technically the OG, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, hit
somewhat popular, as people would say.
Yeah, 10K followers on Instagram and shit.
Yeah, I dipped under. I've been blocking people. I dipped under.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Instagram gave me this little thing where if you go in your settings, it's like a little option where you can see who don't interact with your posts and stuff like that. Yeah, my Instagram's out like they're getting all right, man. They helping you out now, man. It's like, yeah, you got such and such people don't interact with your post at all. It's like a gigantic window too. It's like a 6-month window or something like that. I'd be like, oh yeah, we ain't interacting in 6 months. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got block. So you won't run into people later on and shit. Block. But yeah.
I definitely be introducing niggas to the block party and shit. But the thing is, it depends on who they are though. Cause I know on Instagram it be kind of weird with certain people. Like they'll come in and they won't even follow you or nothing. But what they'll do is they'll just go down and like almost everything that you did in like recent.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at it, I'll be like, well, with me personally, this is how I look at it. I'll see how long it took for them to like every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, oh, this is all in the span of 1 minute. There's no reason as to how you could have read that quickly. So I'm just like, so technically you didn't even care about what it was I was doing anyway.
Right.
So those people I don't pay no mind to. But the people who just come in there, actually share comments, shit like that, those are the people that's worth the interactions. Because I know technically with you, it's like, hey, I take what they give me.
It depends. Like I have different standards for different people.
Okay.
So the people closest to me have higher standards, obviously. And the further you go out, the lower the standards are. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if it's somebody I don't know from a can of paint, I appreciate the support, but I'm not really expecting that. Cause like we was talking about off air with the whole birthday, the wishing of the happy birthday thing.
Yeah, I wish we would have got that on the podcast.
Yeah,
that was definitely something that.
Oh, we can run it back. We can run it back if we want to.
I mean, we can, but it's just.
But it's like y'all two wishing me a happy birthday is gonna be way different from somebody I haven't seen or talked to in 10 years wishing me a happy birthday. Like, yeah, they'll get a thank you. But then, the response for y'all is going to be a little bit more than just thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the standards are higher for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
The value is more for y'all. You're appreciative nonetheless. But it's just like certain things hold more weight.
Just the bond is more concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm appreciative of you giving me money. It's just that $5 is more than $1. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then like you said earlier, you get into the whole thing about people responding anyway.
Yeah.
It's like pulling teeth.
Nigga, that shit.
So let me ask y'all a question, right? You ever went back and like deleted the junk?
Yep. I've done it.
Yeah, I've done it too.
I've done it.
Deleted what?
Yep.
The happy birthday.
Yeah, like if
Nah, I never did
Take
that.
my shit back.
Yeah, that I'm in a way I am petty like that. Like if I say congratulations to something to somebody, and then like unless it's like something very serious, like they having a kid or they getting married or some shit like that. Nah, but if I'm congratulating you on like this is my weight loss journey or some shit like that, and I congratulate you and you only responding to certain niggas and shit, I'm gonna take that shit away.
Oh yeah, that's extremely like corny. Now I see people do that more and more now too. Only responding to certain people. I guess the same thing that we just talked about. How I said the response to y'all would be different. Is how people carry it at face value. See, they're not going to respond to people they don't talk to at all.
And y'all will actually go back and delete something from that?
I've done it once, yeah.
Nah, that's
I've done
that's
it.
too much work. That's giving them too much motherfucking power at this point, bro. Like,
You the last one to be talking about giving other people power.
If anything,
You last
if
nigga.
anything, I'll just fucking leave it there and allow you to recognize your petty. If anything, I'm not going back to your page.
They're
just
not
to
gonna.
delete that
They're
shit.
not gonna
because
recognize it.
Yeah, because they're not looking at it as them being petty. They're just like, it's a feeling of, at least from what I've seen people explain it, it's a feeling of like, they're not
That's
obligated
just-
to respond to
Yeah,
you.
That's
they're
just
arrogant.
That's weird and awkward, bruh. Like, if anything, to me, that I would believe that will boost their ego even more. You took the time to come back to my page to delete something.
They probably
that-
wouldn't even
that I-
notice.
that I
they
know
probably
that you.
wouldn't.
They first and foremost, you get notifications for that shit. Chances is
No,
you
he's saying like they'll see it and then they'll choose not to respond to it.
exactly.
So they're not gonna see odds of them noticing that it's no longer there. They're probably not gonna care to begin with.
I don't know, man. That's a lot.
Unless
bruh.
he knows the person and they used to have like some type of bond or relationship or something, is the only time I see like that working out.
Man, shit, bro. Fuck all that, man. It's already out there, man. You can have it.
No, I did it. It was a year ago around this time. I was talking to a female, and ironically, her birthday is the 16th, so it's the day before mine.
Mm-hmm.
So we were tentatively talking about celebrating together. We was gonna go out to eat. Now this was like at the end of February. We was talking about this. So you know how we've talked about this on a few podcasts. You know how everything's going smoothly, and then somebody just starts acting different like that, and that's what started happening. You know what I'm saying? So, I do the proper due diligence. Like, yo, something's, you acting a little distant lately. Is everything good? You know what I'm saying? This and that. And then, of course, I was hit with I'm not acting distant. I'm just, I've been tired. And, I tell her, like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm like, you've been tired before, but you haven't been acting like this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so then we, in the midst of like 2 weeks, we just completely fell off. So now, like I said, her birthday was the day before mine. So, me, I still, you know how we do. I'm still going to wish you a happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's no hard feelings. I'm going to take the L gracefully, fall back. I'm going to still wish you a happy birthday and this and that. So, on my birthday, she had like came on like my page and wished me a happy birthday and stuff. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate you so much and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you don't appreciate me. I ain't heard from you and this and that and this and that. And I'm like, yo, you was being distant to me. I'm like, you got my number. You could just hit me up. You don't got to comment on this post like this where you see other people. Because, last year I posted a picture and everybody was commenting on the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, now you're just trying to, like, be seen. So it was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna hit your phone, this and that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I deleted her comment, like the happy birthday joke, so that way all that shit is gone. And then I went back, because like I said, her birthday day before mine. I went back and deleted my happy birthday. Like, nah, you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you just like wilding out right now. So yeah, it does seem kind of like petty-ish, but nah, it depends on how you feeling about the situation. And that situation, because I felt like we was coasting towards something and then you just completely jumped ship. Yeah, it was warranted.
Yeah.
And then after that, she deleted me as a friend. Once she seen I did it, she deleted me as a friend. And, all the shit females be doing, man.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, bro, it didn't even fucking matter.
Yeah, you've already.
That was something that, to me, it sounds like it was already in the making before you even deleted the
It was.
So,
But that's what I be saying. Like, nobody never does nothing without a backup plan or something. before once a person like she probably something probably happened that in her mind she probably started to think like, you know what, I want to go this direction instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I always say, it's just a formality at that point.
Yeah.
Nothing's really going to stop that from happening.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, at that point, you gotta let the train run its course and shit.
Right.
But
Or you could just, I just jump off the train too. Fuck it.
yeah, you could do that too.
This motherfucker gonna crash. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Ain't no sense of you get to jump off and I gotta stay on it. Hell nah.
Yeah, that's the conductor's fault, man.
Yeah, somebody about to have me like the little hair on the joint.
Yeah.
The only thing that kills me with situations like that is when people that already had the initial idea to do that type of shit, but want to make it seem like it's you. Make it seem like you're the reason why it happened.
That's like
I'll be
that's
like,
a lot of females.
I'll be like, come on, bro. Like, don't insult me like that.
We didn't trigger this
nigga. But like,
niggas activated.
Like shit. But I've actually had people that try me, like male and female, that try me with shit like that. I'm like, come on, bro. First and foremost, the actual person you actually did it to, the person who knows the truth, you trying that with me right now?
Oh shit!
So
there you go.
It's just like, it's just weird, bro.
The dragon sword has appeared.
it's just weird. And so, like, kind of like how you said that she, like, deleted you as a friend after you took back the happy birthday or whatever the shit was, bro. It's just like, it's basically it's just like, yeah, counter reacting or off of your reacting, because you already saw what time it was.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then she, on top of that, she tried to put it on you,
right?
Like the disconnected communication had, or that took place. I'm just like, come on, bro, really?
Because females, they be wanting you. They know they be doing that kind of stuff. They be wanting you to react a certain way. But
stop trying to manipulate the situation.
Right, right.
Every time you try to manipulate the situation, bro, the chances you're taking a gamble for things to not work out as well. And that's gonna piss you off even more. You're putting yourself purposely in a spot for disappointment.
And we too graceful for that.
And shame on you for you to think that you could pull that off too. I'm sorry. To try to manipulate somebody.
I wasn't trying to manipulate nobody.
Well, not you per se.
Oh, her. Yeah,
just like,
just
like anybody in general, for you to take the chance.
Like, I thought he was talking
like
me.
I could take the chance to manipulate this. It's just like, come on, bro. Like that's bad. That's insulting as hell. To the
but people like if you got like a plan B or a plan C, you playing with house money, so you probably don't care at that point.
It's the fact that you even gotta come up with many plans from. Compared to the initial plan.
Right.
It's problematic. That's signs that it shouldn't be done in the first place.
Right. And it's like, we grown, so you don't have to, you ain't got to do all this. That's not high school no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the one time that I did it. So, I mean, I hope she's doing well.
Yeah, the wild shit is like, you said one time and shit. Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about deleted the comment.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, one time. That's happened more than once with me. So,
I'm pretty sure I've done it before as well, but I think this is probably, it might be even in the MySpace ages.
I've done this shit recently. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I don't get no response for, certain shit that I put out there, a comment or whatever, it is what it is, bro. It's like,
yeah, now I'm just more selective about who I give comments to.
Yeah, I mean, I am too, but if I fuck with something, I fuck with something. Obviously, there's something that I wanted to say. And so I find it worthy to put it out there. I'm not gonna take it back. Shit, I like that or whatever. It first and foremost, I don't take the time to talk to too much of anybody anyway. So if I actually take the time to say something to you, more chances than not that it's genuine, and that I wanted to say it was meant, and it should have been said, or well, not should have been said, but it was going to be said. Because that's really how I felt.
Right.
So I'm not gonna take the time to take it back. All right, it is what it is. If you don't want to say shit, all right, whatever. Because to me, chances is we're gonna fall off of communication anyway, which I'm kind of used to with most people.
Right.
It's just like, all right, cool, and I can read the room and the momentum easy. I just don't say anything about it.
Right. And most people that can read the room, they never really say nothing.
So yeah, I'm gonna just let it happen. It's just like, all right, cool, it is what it is. And just like, so I already know, like, after today, this communication shit is gonna It's gonna fold.
So, but why don't people just let you like be graceful about it? Like, why everything got to be like a reality show type back and forth, or you know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas just like I could tell you the same way. I just like to take the L in peace. Let me fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just people be bored, bro. They
Yeah,
they
that's
realize
what it is.
be bored. They need something. They need something to feel relevant about.
yeah, that's not here.
And see, the thing is, like, to be totally honest about it, there's times that we do shit like that too. It's just that we still have that initial choice of whether we're gonna do that or not. Sometimes we're just like, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
And just be on with your day. There's people just like, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't let this breathe. You know, so
yeah. Bro, you just get, bro. Ain't life already hard enough? I just be tired, you know? Like, you just be tired, bro. Like, bro. How many times have I sat on your front? And as soon as I sit down, I just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
I just be tired. You be tired, bro.
Yeah.
You just, what's good, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's normal. It's just
right.
Like, yeah, it was good, bro. Everything all right? Gotta ask a
Right.
question.
Niggas just be tired. And I just be like, I just need a few minutes, man. You know, I'm glad to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always like life is hard. That's why I be trying to explain to like people, like, bro, life is hard, bro, and people be out here adding on extra shit for no reason.
It's because their life is quote unquote hard, so they like they gotta put it on everybody
it just
else.
drains the fuck out of you, bro.
Yeah.
It's and like I've realized this more and more that it's even taking more energy just to say words. Like literally, just like, come on, you know what? I hear you, and I like now my response is usually I would be like, yeah, sure, whatever, or it gotten beyond like one word answers. Now it's just like shrugging my shoulders, shaking my head, whatever, just like. Or just standing there quiet, and then like I've had people repeat certain things, and I'm just like, okay, like certain things you're just not gonna get like a full response out of me because it's just like you trying to stir shit up,
Right.
and it's just like it takes too much energy to fucking talk to you.
Yeah. Like,
So,
don't y'all have y'all experienced peace before?
Yeah, it's not that I don't want to talk to you, but I just don't want to do this.
Right.
Like not this.
And every time we talk, we do this. Like, do y'all not know what peace feel like?
Man, yeah,
That's
that's
one of the best feelings ever.
Yeah, man, especially like I don't know.
some people never really know what it means and shit. Cause I remember I had no idea what happiness felt like because I never experienced it. So
No, but the thing is, once you experienced it, it felt way better than the other thing, right?
it does, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go back to it and shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, but some people just haven't gotten there yet. Niggas just be miserable.
Yeah, I had that health scare when the pandemic started. I had that health scare that summer,
Mm-hmm.
and it forced me to bring a lot of things into perspective. And honestly, I thought I was gonna die. And when I didn't, it just made me lay back, and I was able to see who really was like checking on me, who kind of was distant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it made me you just come to the realization like, yo, I be worried about a million things, and a million things don't be worried about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just was like, you know what? For the first time in years, probably since like high school, I need to get the feeling of enjoyment of life that I had in high school. I want to get that feeling back. And it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
Right. Like how everybody, oh, those days are over, life different. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all niggas tripping.
Like, as soon as bills pop up, you can't be happy no more.
Right. And it's like, once I finally was able to find like that peace, it's been like undefeated since then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all want to argue? Have at it. I don't got to tell my side of the story no more. Whatever y'all choose to think about somebody, think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because Shit, that used to be me, cause I remember back when I was still working at Target,
Mm-hmm.
and I would come home every day from work, and then my mom would be sitting there on the couch. I'd be like, "Oh, mom, let me tell you how my day went and all this shit." And I think about like a lot of the shit that happened. It's always a complaint. It's always a complaint. Every single day, it's a complaint.
Right.
And then I never understood why she didn't want to hear it anymore. She's like, I was at work. I know what's going on. Like, what? I don't want to hear it when I'm at home. Then I started to realize, like, once I left, and then hearing like my sister talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
I hear me in her responses like every single time. Like, she'll talk about work. It's the same shit.
Right.
And I'm just like, that was me.
Right.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
And it's consistent. Like, it gets
Right.
annoying after a while.
Right.
So I understand my mom's like resolve when it comes to like me like somewhat getting things off my chest, but then her ability to at least listen for the small amount she was willing to listen, because eventually it got annoying.
Right.
But good Lord, like once you develop that idea of shit, I can do without this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a wrap.
yeah. You don't even want to be bothered with it no more. It's times where niggas will be arguing on like I be seeing like niggas argue on like social media posts and shit. They get like really in their feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how the fuck does this affect you as much as it is, dog?
Yeah, like you really be ready to like pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Like, bro.
This shit is entertainment, bro. Like, do y'all not read when you sign up for Facebook? Do you not read all the words? Like, you know the agreement that you got to accept and all that. Like, bro, this is entertainment, bro. Like, come on now.
But in certain aspects, I do understand why people can get upset about like certain things. Like if someone was being like blatantly racist, or they being completely out of line about certain things. Like, yeah, I can get that. Like, that's something to warrant a response.
Bro, niggas would be arguing about like LeBron or something.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? And
Yo, them basketball and football niggas.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, niggas, we do that all the time. And it's not. I'm not gonna be like, matter of fact, let's step outside. See me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How does it get
who
to
the fuck said LeBron better than Jordan?
Right?
Like,
They gonna have to see me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I don't know. Once I was able to find peace, like, the only way I'm willing to give it up somewhat is for the furtherment of a career.
Yeah.
And so far, I haven't even had to do it.
Yeah, you haven't so far. So you got quite a bit of like I said before, like you got quite a bit of luck involved in that, because it can be a bitch and a half sometimes.
It is. It's a lot of. It's definitely like luck. It's like it's a perfect storm, and it can't be a perfect storm without luck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like the last little, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the last little, because you could do everything perfect and it still not like work out, because that ain't how shit structured. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause you need that final infinity stone.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I'm definitely. Man, I done definitely told myself a few times, like, man, that was y'all lucky right there. Like,
Yeah. When you with a girl or some shit, or you see a girl, you like, oh shit, I dodged a bullet.
yeah,
And,
which I find myself saying like a few times. Man, I was gonna talk to cuz too. That's crazy. She turned out like that.
yo.
Yeah.
I know my man Mark got like some stories and shit, but you know that nigga want to be modest and like, nah, man, you know I'd be cool.
You wait till we not recording.
Yeah.
I mean, when it
Soon as
comes
you- all right,
when it
y'all,
comes
y'all-
to waiting things out, yeah, like I've had recently said that I've kind of dodged a bullet.
I was
So,
thinking
yeah.
one talking his little deep bedroom voice for the women and shit.
That's
Go
only
ahead,
because
get-
I'm getting tired, man.
Go ahead, get closer to the mic and shit for him.
My body heat is dropping like shit. So I'm trying to keep myself from
I
falling
do-
asleep.
I do notice that the witcher calm is on, the fan on. So my bad.
But
I felt like it felt good outside though. I was out there.
oh yeah,
earlier.
most
it's
definitely.
kinda warm
it
out
feels
there, man.
great. It feels great.
You stand outside for a few minutes, man. Get you some The body heat. What you say? Your body heat going down?
Yeah, get that sun rays.
Yeah,
Nigga. Nigga fall asleep when he get cold though.
yeah, gonna go into hibernation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my body shuts all the way down.
Yeah, it's
It's
all
a-
good.
Yeah, that's the benefits of being fat, man. You know, that's how you know the nigga not fat.
I'm fat.
We ain't gonna get into that.
Ate 2 cookies this morning.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, we not. We not.
Yeah.
But all in all, I definitely appreciate the flowers.
So, you know, man, you deserve it, man. Not everybody made it to that age.
Yeah. And hopefully we got plenty of more coming up.
Looking forward to seeing you being 40, bro.
Yeah, because that's going to be next year because you're going to be thinking that nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, was he 40 now?
50, right?
But nah, real shit though, because I've always said to myself, like, I like to have homies that I really can genuinely say like these are my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and actually see them like 40s and 50s, like our own household, our own kids and shit. Man, I'm having a barbecue on Sunday. Oh, I'm coming through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, or just like sit in the backyard or whatever and conversate about life, man. Like, man, my kids get on my nerves, but I love them.
Right.
And we, seeing the gray hairs in each other's head and shit, permitted for those who's still gonna have hair. But
Shit already got the grades.
so like just that hit that milestone. Like we see that we made it, we built a family or whatever, and we just like what I'm saying, like we hit a silver status.
Right.
That I actually want to be able to do.
Whole time we got to bring Abe to one of our little Thanksgivings, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta be willing to come out to the farm, bro.
Yeah, that's
Come to the
I said I would go
come to the
farm.
farm.
I said
I
would
don't know.
go to the farm.
I heard that you was a little reluctant though at some point.
Nah, cause somebody was like, "Yeah, we just go down there for a few days and all that." I said, "I don't know about a few days, but
I don't think I ever said no shit like that.
it might have been him, might have been Mark. I don't know." He
Nah.
said somebody said something about a few days. That's what I was reluctant about. I was like, I ain't never been before, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. You know what I'm saying? You can't just spring me out there for a week all bucks.
And
I
first
think
and
he was
foremost-
talking about the little camp joint. I think
Yeah.
that might have been what he was talking
Yeah.
about.
Nah, I've
probably
been
like
more
the
open.
camp.
I've been more open to camping now.
But
I'm a contrary, but I'm a camper. I
but
think.
the farm is in Upper Marlboro. You go just to get back home.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't, a few days. I'm like, now I don't know how I'm adjusted to farm life. I don't know, I
Nigga,
might,
it ain't even farm life, bro.
might
It's
not
just
be
the
for me.
area.
Not anymore.
I might not be for me or something. You know, 4 days now. I could be out there for 20 minutes and be like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Now I'm stuck out here for a week. You know what I'm saying?
My man
Like,
sitting there thinking in the back of his head, man, am I any good at pitching hay? I don't think I could do that.
Nigga, it ain't even nothing like that no more, for real.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
I've
not-
actually pitched hay before though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not that
Went on-
hardcore farm.
Been on a field trip to the farm before.
And shit, it used to be like real wild out there. And shit, like we used to, like, 'cause they do have like the horses up there, but they used to have the cows over on the Claggett side and shit.
Yeah, used
They
to
was-
milk the cow before.
They had the cows and shit. They had like a whole bunch of like the old barns and shit used to be there, but they tore them down, unfortunately. But well, technically they had no choice but to tear them down. It was all raggedy and just torn to shit.
So no Jeepers Creepers stuff. You know, you got to ask.
I mean, they got a couple of them.
Got check with Mark and all.
They got a couple of them
What,
still down there though.
What Jeepers Creepers?
Little barns, yeah. They got a couple of them still down there.
Yeah, some nice old barns.
And
and shit.
any folktale rumors or anything?
No,
Any
none of that
haunted?
nature. You can walk down there with no.
No, I'm not talking about like stories. Like
Nobody fell
no.
down a well or nothing like that.
I'm about to say.
Well,
what happened?
no, that's
Well.
not true. That's not true. My sister actually did fall down the well in my grandmother's backyard, so it's the reason why she covered it. They covered it up.
I'm talking about for people that are not alive.
Yeah, I'm asking anybody. I'm asking about the depth stories.
Oh, no,
so
no,
I
no.
can know what I'm dealing with when
I
get
mean,
there.
it was a former slave plantation. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of deaths there.
Well, they'll be on my side. And what else?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I ain't scared of the ancestors. We all fighting the same struggle, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like you look at it, like it took me a while for me to figure this shit out, cause like once you start really like looking at the situation, like from a somewhat like I don't want to even say the word, but it's like it fits like of a more conscious standpoint.
What, that
You-
lifestyle?
Yeah, no, just the idea of what the area looks like.
Right. Oh yeah.
'Cause
And
you-
comparing it to the slave thing.
Cause the thing is, a whole bunch of farmland. You also have one person owning a vast majority of it. On the other side, another person owning a vast majority of that. Then you have the wide open, spread out fields, and you also have the very old, rickety, but also somewhat rustic slave houses. They look like that. Master's house. They all look like that, and they're generational.
Okay.
So you can easily decipher that once you get to a point where you start looking at things a different way. Like, once I figured that shit out, I was like, I told my mom, I was like, you know, he was living on a plantation, right? And she ain't like hearing it. I was like, I mean, you can't get mad at me for being honest. Because, like, Mark, you've been in numerous times. You see how big the fields are, how stretched out they are. And you know, like, there were people working those fields. There's no way one person or a couple of people was working those fields.
That's quite typical for wide acres of land, especially farmhand land. But when it comes to the houses itself, like thinking about that, then that's where it kind of like draws skepticism to me a little bit, because if you coming in on a certain direction from the road, you will see,
right,
and it's just like, yeah, man, that kind of does look like, you know, a master's house type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, to be honest though, if that's what it is, I wouldn't even put it past it though.
right.
So yeah, cause them niggas are fucking rich, like rich, like generational wealth rich.
Well, that's how it always is with a farmland anyway. You know,
Right.
It's been passed out. Like, I had a boss that literally, like, it's split between her and her siblings, I believe, and like it looked like a fucking park. Like, it looked like it's almost like a state park. Like, from a bird's eye view, it looked like a state park. I was just like, bruh, like, you live on all this? It was like, no, it's me and my siblings. So I live on this part here, and then my sister lives over here, and then my brother lives, you know, that type of shit.
Right.
But that was also kind of like how it was passed down, because I think from what was told that the father was, I think he was the patriarch of it, I guess, or something like that. I can't remember. But the mom kind of went in an opposite direction of the father. And so, like, that's how it was a smart decision where the generations can pick up on that.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, typically, that's what farms do. It's just going to keep getting passed down, because if you buy land like that and you just sell it off,
Yeah, it'd be stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
Like, when I got my land, I'm like, no, I'm passing this down. Like, please take this. Like, I'll turn over in my grave as an ancestor and just be like, yeah, man, you know, my great grandson just like took the land and sold it. Man, what? You know how much I started and put this on here for you?
Facts.
And then this was just like, if I'm not much of a person that's really gonna nag you, but I'm gonna nag you about something, and then that's how to keep this land. Please.
I understand that, but I also look at it as like, these are the same people that were growing up. Well, growing up, my grandmother told me they still own the shit. So even how old my grandmother is, it's easy to say they owned the shit long before then.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking about that, there's no way on God's green earth, and I will say it in that way, there's no way, because you know Maryland was a very racist, it still is a very racist state. There's no way that they didn't have anything to do with it.
Like I said, I would definitely wouldn't put it past that, and especially because, no offense, we're talking about Upper Marlboro.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's nice to have now, though.
yeah, most definitely.
No matter what happens, it's nice that.
Yeah, we still own. I mean, we don't technically own the land that they're sitting on, but the area around it, like they paid next to nothing on it and shit. So yeah, like that's a somewhat of a silver lining, I guess. So at that point, you just stack your money and shit. Because at one point, the house that they were living in didn't have a bathroom. My grandfather had to build a bathroom because they was taking like baths outside in a giant basin at one point. So yeah, it's definitely come a long way. It still don't have AC in that bitch though. Oh yeah, summertime. The house is inside. The house is hotter than it is outside.
Yeah, you said that before.
You
You just have to wait till it becomes dark.
Yep, and it still be hot. It still be hot. And I remember I used to sleep downstairs, had that fan going. It was kind of rough, but nigga, I pulled it off. And this is when I got older, when I was still going down there. But yeah, we definitely gotta get you down there eventually. Like one of these days.
Just enjoy the fresh air, bro.
Definitely enjoy the fresh air.
Slide down there.
Yeah. One of these days when
You gonna and trust me, bring your camera too, cause you're gonna want to be out there. You are gonna want to take some pictures, man.
Yeah, one of these days when cousin Lynn decided to go down to Nana's house, like, hey, can we swing by my house, get Ave and all them? Yeah, definitely had one of those moments, cause she spent a lot of her time down there anyway.
Oh yeah, hours.
Yeah,
Hours.
it's often that I go down there. Oh, she's there.
So
Yeah, it's not far fetched. It's gonna be a fun experience, though. It definitely is. So, Mark, you want to take us out since you brought us in? Oh shit! Damn,
I was
couldn't
gonna
even
say,
get over
it's not a podcast
without
without
the
that
ESPN plug. Gotta get it.
But once again, congratulations. I feel like I have to put that in there. The word congratulations. I know it is typically used for many things, but you have reached another year. You survived. You're here.
Larry Bird.
And yeah, man. So happy birthday to you, brother.
Appreciate it, brother.
And
Standing on
many
the plateau
more.
with 33, man.
Like shit. But this is another Breaking in the Narrative podcast, B10 for short. My name is Mark Anthony,
I'm Tony.
I'm Teddy.
and we are out of here.